This is Krystal O'Connor from Bullet Talk Radio, and I'm at the Great American Outdoor Show speaking with Mr. Brian Wilson from Tactical. How are you today, sir?
Good, Krystal. How are you today?
I am peachy. So I actually stumbled across these guys because my dad was with me wandering the show on Saturday, and he was thinking about milling out the top of his slide on his 1911 to put a red dot sight on it, and we walked across Tactical and we saw something pretty special. So what did we see?
Well, what you saw was a universal optics mount that is really, it's quite universal because it fits on any 1913 style rail, even a Glock rail, which isn't quite the 1913, very close, your XDM, all your polymer gun rails as well.
Okay, so the way this works, and I'll take pictures to show the audience if they want to check out on the blog page, but you literally just slide the sight mount right on top of the pistol, is that correct?
Correct. You slide it right over the rail of the handgun, and we have a little safety detent, and you'll hear it click when it engages the recoil lug on the gun.
Okay, so if I wanted to get it off, is there a button to push, or?
There is. Right in the front of the UM3 mount, there's a little thumb depressor, and you press that down and then slide the mount right off the end of the barrel.
Okay, so I see from your display here that you're also using some red dot sights on top of this. What kind of sights can somebody use this with?
Well, we get a lot of feedback from our customers. They're using anything from a Burris Fastfire to inexpensive to Trijicon, Dr. Optics. I mean, even rifle scopes, or I should say scouting scopes.
Okay, and because of its intercompatibility, I could potentially use this on multiple guns instead of having my red dot just stuck to one gun. Is that correct?
That is correct. You're not confined to one gun, and it's a completely universal system. So as long as the gun has a rail, you can pretty much put anything you want on it.
Okay, so I am one of those crazy people who carries my gun. If I put something like this on my gun, my existing holster is not going to work. What's the recommendation?
Well, the recommendation would be to go with one of our UMH3 universal holsters. So what we've done is a little bit different than anybody else. We actually holster the mount itself. So when you put the mount on your gun and then you put your gun and the mount in the holster, it actually indexes the mount itself, meaning that it does not touch the gun. One mount, one holster, almost all of your handguns.
Now, is that holster an inside the waistband or an outside the waistband style holster?
It's an outside the waistband style holster.
Which, if you're carrying something that's got red dot sights and everything else on it, is probably what you're going to want anyway. An IWP might not be quite so comfortable, right?
Yeah, or, you know, the optic coming out could take part of your skin maybe, but yeah, we would recommend an outside the waistband, absolutely. What I do is I live in Florida and we don't have an open carry state, so I wear a jacket or I just wear a baggy shirt because it's hot and humid, and it really conceals very, very well.
So if I'm looking at both the slide mount and the holster, what kind of expenditure am I looking at here?
Well, let's talk about the slide mount first out of the gate. You can take any of these guns and you go to a good machine shop and they should be able to machine the slide. A couple of things happen though when you do that. You void the warranty right out of the gate. So once you basically, if you even drill a hole in it, you voided the manufacturer's warranty of the gun. And if it's not done correctly, you can actually get hurt because it thins out the metal really thin and things happen. So the cost of that can range anywhere from $200 to $300 for slide milling, and that's not the biggest expense. The biggest expense is an optic that will handle all those G's. There's not many of them out there that will handle it, but you're probably entry level into that market is around the $600 range. So as on a Glock, if you go to mill the slide on a Glock, you're taking a $600 gun, you're spending, let's say, $250 for the milling, and you're going to spend $600 for the optic. So now, on one gun, a $600 gun, you've just spent what, $850. And it's for one gun, and you've just voided your manufacturer's warranty.
That's more than the gun itself is worth when you bought it new, let alone resell, and you're not going to be able to resell it once you do those kinds of modifications to it. So what's the cost of the slide mount and the holster?
Our UM3 rail retails for $99, and the carbon fiber style holsters, they run $64.99.
Now, do you have other color holsters?
Well, we have them carbon fiber style, and we have multiple versions of camouflage. We have the Highlander, which is the new Cryptek. We have that in multiple colors.
Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, when we were speaking the other day, you mentioned you had actually been featured with some other firearm manufacturers, such as Smith & Wesson. Can you talk about that?
Yes, I can. Smith & Wesson, we met them right after SHOT Show 2014, and they produced a new little gun, and they said, we got to keep this a secret at time. It was their new M&P 22 Compact. So the Smith & Wesson engineers said, hey, send us some product. We're interested in looking. So they ended up testing it for months, and from there, when they introduced the gun, and it was about, I'm going to say 3 or 4 months ago, every one of those new little Smith & Wesson compacts that they put out, they inside the box there's an accessory catalog, and they featured Tactical as a OEM style, represented product that they approved.
Well, congratulations on that one. Is there anything else you would like my audience to know about Tactical and the products you offer?
Well, all of our products are made right here in the United States. We're the manufacturer right in Florida, actually. So we hand make all of these parts ourselves. So you're buying a great product built in the United States.
Awesome sauce. Thank you so much, Brian.
Yeah, just one more thing. For all of you who'd like to check us out, we have a big Facebook presence. You can go to facebook.com/UMTactical. You can also check us out on YouTube. Google us. In fact, you Google Smith & Wesson SHOT Show 2015 Tactical, and all those Smith & Wesson videos will pop right up for you.
Great. I'm sorry I stole the mic away from him a little fast there, but thank you so much, Brian, for taking the time to speak with me today.
Krystal, thank you so much.
Have a great rest of your show.